What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys. Well, what's on the market watch today? So, real quickly, looking at Duel Overload, the prices are still going down on a lot of the cards. This is almost a no-brainer for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. I mean, it makes sense with no actual tournaments, with everybody buying Duel Overload before we actually knew what was in the set, and then quickly dumping it the minute we got the set. A lot of the prices are just tanking lower and lower. I mean, look at Kriston Needle Fiber. It was originally, what, $34? It's barely holding on to $27. And the thing about these prices is we're not done yet. They're going to continue to go down. Is there any kind of potential future value in Duel Overload? Yes, absolutely. But it's not going to be for a while before we see any actual pluses in this set. Right now, if you have the set, your best bet's more than likely to hold the set rather than try to sell the set for quick cash. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. Common question of the day: what in Duel Overload are you looking to get and hold? Wait, this is gonna have good potential value for this set. I mean, there's a lot of great contenders, and Duel Overload definitely has great cards. The only question is, what can be good value-wise in the future? Next, guys, we have Recover, another card coming out of Primal Origin, super rare, 63-cent market price. It's a limited edition card, I should say, so you're gonna see roughly around like 25 cents, $1 with shipping and whatnot. Also has a couple of other printings in common as well, so it's out there. And some Yu-Gi-Oh players are looking at this card as more of a replacement for some of the cards we did lose in the new ban list. It's not bad, but I still feel like it's one of those cards you get to go into like mid combo. Once again, not a bad card, but a card that you really have to time properly. Next, guys, we have the structure deck Pendulum Domination. So I really haven't been talking about DDs in a long while, and that's because I don't fully have the deck on me. I just ordered a couple of cards, so I'll be getting them in soon, and I'll probably have a deck profile on this channel with DDDs. I think they're really good with Master of 5. I mentioned this before previously. I said, hey, Fluffles don't look too good, but DDs, they definitely still have potential in Master of 5, and I'm sticking to that. I think the deck is still really good, and a lot of players still really don't understand this deck fully, being the fact that it was a meta deck for what, 1-2 weeks maybe, and then Zodiac just ran that whole meta. So I think with Master of 5 coming through, and I think with all these changes in the ban list, and all these new cards in Duel Overload, we can actually see DDs in the top contending tables. And if you are looking to grab the deck, you might want to keep an eye on DD Necro Slime. The Star 4 had a Star Pack Battle Royale. The card currently has a $6 market price, but the actual price point is actually at $8. In fact, after 2 sales, the card goes up to $20 for a Star 4 version of Necro Slime. Sure, I guess so. I mean, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Then we have Urgent Schedule. At a legendary dual system of the Rose, the card is holding a $24 market price, and it's kind of stable right now. It's just all the train hype and train support. Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, Juggernaut, Lee, what a long name. With a $14 market price, is also roughly around $14. You know, the thing about trains is, I think looking at previous regionals, we'll see them sporadically, I mean, very sporadically, get someone their regional invite, and then the value and the hype of these train cards will spike crazily. And with all these reprints coming out, Train's got a reprint as well, and maybe we'll see them start getting people their invites again. Will it be sporadic? Will it be consistent? Who really knows? I will say though, looking at cards, one of my favorite things to do in the market watch is look at like cards that just don't make any sense of value and see the fact that they're really old and are go value. Like Sandmoth, Dark Relations 4, the market price is, it just says NA, non-applicable. And then you look at it, and then you wonder, and then you go, oh yeah, this is why. A limited copy of the card, $50, and next one, $100. Is the card worth it? No. It's just you can't. The market can't replenish this easily. Someone probably bought these out, I guess. I don't. Would it really be? You think would there really be a buyout for Sandmoth? Would there be a buyout for our next card, which is Anteater Eating Ant, a card also out of Dark Relations 4, rare, $12 market price, and then you see it's roughly around $12. Look at the other copies of the card, by the way. It's dirt cheap. Same with Sandmoth. They're dirt cheap, but yeah, if you want this card in rare, you're gonna pay the money. Then we have also Elemental Hero Mariner. Now this makes perfect sense because it says Elemental Hero in its name. But it's ironically also out of Dark Relations 4. A common out of Dark Relations 4 market price, but it's about $20. Next one's roughly around $25, and the following one is at $50. You also have another copy out of Enemy of Justice, the original set, whatever, and that's like 50 cents. But the Dark Relation 4 versions, though, you're paying good money for no reason. A while ago, guys, I did a video, like a couple of years ago, actually, at this point, about Warrior Elimination from TP7. In fact, the video was me doing a buyout. I got together with a bunch of other guys on the Marco Artistic page, which was very small at the time. And now it's almost, I mean, we're about almost 6,000, I think, members we are. Check the links below if you want to find that out. But we got together and I told him, I said, listen, we're going to go in and we're going to buy out Warrior Elimination. We're going to buy it out. The price at the time, I think, was like $6. And we're going to spike it probably to about 75. I'm going to make a video about it for YouTube, guys. And the people I did it were perfectly okay with it. They knew what was going on. And the reason I wanted to do that video was to show you what kind of buyout we did, and how much we put money in wise, and how to set that whole thing up. Well, looking at Warrior Elimination from TP7, guess someone else did a buyout as well, because the card value went down to $12. That's the market price, $12. And then we look at it over here, and it's $180. Now, I still have my Warrior Eliminations. In fact, these are a couple of them, but I have a bunch more over in one of my bags probably. And it's just crazy to see a card that was bought out as a joke spike so high in value. But this is how the market works sometimes. Once again, like I said, not too long ago, I said, listen, guys, the meta cards might not start spiking in value. They might show a little movement here and there. Some very few cards, very few instances will spike. And the things we've been spoiled by looking at the market, by seeing everything spike with Master of 5, with new sets, with the ban list. And now the fact that we're having this kind of quarantine situation, and Yu-Gi-Oh players aren't being able to play sanctioned Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, the value of a lot of cards that are competitive are going down. But not the other cards, not the casual cards, not the collector's cards. And to be honest with you, even though the competitive cards are going down, we are still seeing spikes in other competitive cards. It's still happening. It's just not as significant as before. I mean, take War Legacy Succession, the Prismatic Secret Rare, and then the 2019 Gold Sark Mega 10. $2 market price, but the value right now currently is at $3. Wouldn't be surprised if the card goes even higher. By the way, you only need one of these, so if you don't have one of these, you might want to buy it. The other copy is ultra rare, but it's roughly around the same price point. Just buy the Prismatic Secret Rare, which is the better version of the card. We also have Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, and I did a live stream that night. If you guys want to join in that live stream, hit the little notification down below. Also, if you want to buy anything on TCG Player, click in the description. I have a link for my TCG Player, and it does help support the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. But looking back at Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, with a $42 market price that we see on a limited copy, and the first edition, by the way, is around the same, around $32, $33. Looking at the Duel Overload Ultra Rare, with a $13 market price, it's barely holding on to $12. And I feel like Phantasme is going to go down and then go back up for the Secret Rare. And I do think with Duel, even though it's from Duel Overload, the Ultra Rare will also start going up in value as well in the future. So keep an eye on this card. If you don't have Phantasmes, seriously, get a playset of Phantasme. Hell, I would definitely recommend buying the Duel Overload Ultra Rares because they can show value. This feels a lot like Evenly Matched. When the Ultra Rare was reprinted, the Secret Rare spiked down, and then the Secret Rare started seeing the Evenly Matched started seeing play, and then the dual power version went up to value as well as the Secret Rare. And I think that's what's gonna happen with Phantasme. I think it will definitely see play. It's still a phenomenal card, but it's gonna go down before it goes up, and it's gonna continue to go down with the Yu-Gi-Oh players not having sanctioned Yu-Gi-Oh events. And who knows when next time we're gonna have any kind of constructed Yu-Gi-Oh event. So the values will still go down. The only question is, when does it stabilize and when does it start going up? Also, Heroic Dragon Tefnuit. So a lot of people are talking to me about what's a good deck and what's something that nobody really knows about deck wise. And I always feel like Heroic Dragons are really good. I mean, with Super Rejuvenation at 3, this deck just gets better. This deck's really good. Wow, with all the good dragon cards we currently have in the game. I mean, not just Rocket Dragons, not just 3-Axis Dragons, but this deck. Am I wrong? Am I not seeing it? Or I just think that Heroic Dragons are just a really, really good deck core right now to pick up. They're really cheap. Nobody's really looking at them right now. And yeah, you got the Dual Power Ultra Rare Tefnuit. And then you have also the Super Rare version out of the Asher Pack of Tefnuit. Relatively hard to find cards, but once again, nobody's looking at them, so there's a lot of them in the market. The minute this deck starts seeing any kind of meta moves, the value is going to go up. And like I said, I think this can work really good with a Super Rejuvenation build of a Dragon deck. I think in Master Rule 5, we're going to see a Dragon deck that's going to be tier 1. And right now, we can argue maybe it's Rockets, but I don't think it's going to be Rockets for long. I think eventually we're going to see more of a pure breed of a dragon kind of deck, whether it's Dragon Links, Dragon Stinkers, or a combination of both. I think we're going to definitely see that in the new Master Duel 5, and that's going to be a tier 1 deck. Don't, almost in my mind, it's almost non-negotiable that this is going to happen, and anyone's going like, well, I don't know if it's, bro, I'm just waiting for it to happen. It's going to happen. So, Majesta Paladin Ascending Dragon Slayer is going back down again. I did a live stream one day in which we looked at this card. I think it was like $250 or like $5. And I said, wow, this card's really cheap for an ultimate rare. And then I did a market watch like an hour or two later, and the price spiked. Well, the price went back down. But just a Paladin, the Ascending Dragon Slayer Ultimate Rare, added Dimension of Chaos with a $6 market price, is currently at first edition $6. So if you want one, you can go ahead and grab one now. Finally, then we have Orchestrated Return, a card secret out of Soul Fusion, $21 market price, and then it's almost borderline, as you can see over here, it's almost near $30 for Orchestrated Return. Now, let me just say, I think Orcust is going to be really good for a really short amount of time. I don't think they're going to survive the next ban list, which comes out what? We get Sanctioned Yu-Gi-Oh! May 10th. We can start having Sanctioned Yu-Gi-Oh! You get about 2 good weeks, roughly. Maybe 3. I think it's going to be 2 good weeks of just good constructed Yu-Gi-Oh! We might even get YCS Pasadena with this current ban list. With Orcust, with the new Orcust card. Sounds good to me. And then we get a ban list. Or the news and announcement of a ban list being released June 1st, I believe. And then a week later for South American WCQ, you get to have your nationals. Yay, South America. Central America the following week. And then us Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals in the North American World Championship qualifier the following week. Yeah, I don't think Orcust can survive. I mean, it'd be great if they did. I would love to play the deck again. But it's probably not going to happen. Also, the buyout real preemptively, I don't really trust it, guys. I mean, yeah, you want to get your hand on Orcust for going to YCS Pasadena, but are you really making plans to travel now? I don't know about that. I mean, look at other cards. We have Galatea, Ultimate Rare, OTS 1 Pack 10, $35 market price, and the value is already starting to go down. It's still high at $56, but it's still going down. One thing that I don't know why this is not moving is Dingirsu, Ultimate Rare at an OTS 1 Pack 11. Dingirsu is holding a $35 market price, and it's stabilizing at $35. I mean, we're not talking about the ultra rare versions, which are both at around $3 to $4. No. Ultimate Rare, it hasn't changed in value. You know, another card that's really good right now that I think is really underestimated is Tuning. Ultimate Rare and Star Strike Blast tunings are being bought out right now as we speak. $46 market price. There's a French one, but after that, there's an English one, first edition, at $65. After that's gone, you're seeing at $79. After that's gone, it's at $90 for Ultimate Rare tuning. You can get Super Rare as well. Super Rare is less than $1 online. But if you want the Ultimate Rare tunings, they're just about bought out. It's the hype, man. And then we have sign up mining. So I talked about this on my market watch the other day about the rubber band, my rubber band setup. Sign up mining secret rare is holding a $22 market price, and we're seeing it at $18, barely $18, but $18 nevertheless. Then you got the Duel Overload sign up mining at $9, but it's barely holding on to $8. So what's happening here? Well, all the cards in Duel Overload, and I went over this in great detail about how they're tanking in value, and will more than likely continue to tank in value for a good amount of time. They're going down. So cards like Sign of Mining, the Ultra Rare, it's going down in value. Well, look at the Secret Rare. The Secret Rare cannot go higher in value as the Ultra Rare goes down in value. It makes no sense. So this is the kind of thing with the rubber band. When you have a market price like this, Secret Rare and Ultra Rare being roughly around this kind of distance, it's always good. But when one pulls, when the Ultra Rare goes down, the Secret Rare is going to go down. And if the Secret Rare goes up, the Ultra Rare has to go up. We see this with Evenly Match, where the Secret Evenly Match went up in value, and then the Ultra Rare went up in value. And looking at Sign of Mining right now, the low Sign of Mining, the Ultra Rare out of Duel Overload is continuing to go down. And it's going to go down even more. And that will drag the price of the Secret Rare. So the rubber band will not stretch. It's always going to try to correct itself. And the market is no different. It's just trying to correct itself. The problem is, Sign Up Mining and Duel Overload as a set is going to continue to tank. So we're going to get Secret Rares that don't deserve to be where they are. The original print Secret Rares, like Phantasma and Sign Up Mining, and maybe even Infinite Impermanence, even though it was a short print, and Phantasma, even though it's a short print, they might go down in value for the original print Secret Rares. The question is, will they stay down in value? Probably not. I do think Duel Overload would eventually bounce back. Will it be able to make you a big profit if you put a lot of Duel Overload? Probably not, but it will bounce back. There will be a stabilization in price. And for a good amount of time, especially with no events, especially with pre-orders being unloaded, especially with regular prices being thrown to the market, as you can place debate on what deck to build for the current and upcoming format, we don't know when this market's going to be adjusted on this set. It's going to take a long time, longer than any other set, excuse me, any other set this game has ever had. I mean, look at Dual Power, how long it took for those cards to even stabilize, let alone the ones that have value, show any kind of value. Duel Overload, gonna be a little bit longer. Then we have Borreload Savage Dragon. I told you guys to get this card. Hopefully you guys did. You just need one of these cards. Borreload Savage Dragon at a Savage Strike with a $47 market price. Unlimited copies about 57. And limited first editions are almost near 58,000 as well. Borreload Savage Dragon is just one of the best single cards. In fact, probably the best single card to make in Master Rule 5. And by saying that, I want to just turn back around a little quickly on you guys and say, listen, Phantasma is still going to be used in Master Rule 5. Everyone freaked out and dumped their Phantasmas. Now, if you dumped it when it was 100, you're a good man. I still kept it because I was using it in meta play, but I still feel like Phantasma is still going to be used in Master Rule 5. You're probably going to still be using it in Nationals if we have it. You're probably going to be able to use it at the YCS Worlds if we have it, and any upcoming events. Links aren't going anywhere, and we have a lot of great Link monsters that are going to last into the game and throughout the years. And looking at Borreload Savage Dragon, you can't really utilize this card unless you have a Link to really get the full effect of its ability. So looking back at Phantasma, I still think Phantasma is going to see meta play. And with that said, Borreload Savage Dragon absolutely is still going to see meta play. The question with Borreload Savage Dragon, everyone's probably going to be asking right now is, when is the reprint? I don't know. Probably the next Megaton if I had to guess. I would definitely guess the Borreload Savage Dragon gets a reprint in the Megatons. I don't think we're going to see any OTS exclusives. Be awesome. Probably not. And another side note, I'm a big fan of prank kits. I don't make no bones about to anybody. I love prank kits. In fact, I have my younger son, and I had a second deck core of prank kits, and I was trying to sell him on the second deck core of prank kits the other day. And he looked at me and was like, no, dude. No, I ain't hearing that. And yeah, I was bummed, but you know, prank kits reminded me a lot like a movie that was out not long ago. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, Inside Out. It came out a couple of years ago. My kids love watching it. They actually have the movie on their iPads, and we have it on minivan. They're playing when we go out. We actually play this movie. It's a great movie. And I just realized we're missing a prank kit. I mean, look at Fancies, the green. This is the whole prank kit theory, by the way. But look at Fancies. That's the green one right there. That's Disgust. Look at Dropsies. That's the blue one right over there. That's Sadness, even though it doesn't look okay. It does look, that one looks sad. Look at Lampsies over there, and Lampsies looks angry, right? Of course he does, because it's anger. And then we go all the way over here to the next page, and then we find the other prank kid, Roxy's, and prank kid Roxy's to me looks like the main character, which is Joy. But we're missing one card, Konami. We're missing one prank kid right over here. We're missing Fear. Now, obviously, there's no purple archetype in this game or attribute. I think, yeah, attribute. There's no purple attribute, but I'll take Fear as being a dark monster. And you know what? Yeah, we want a light monster too. Listen, I'm not saying that we need prank kits in Master Rule 5. I'm saying you don't know that you need prank kits in Master Rule 5. The deck was relatively cheap right now. It's a really fun deck to play. And yeah, Instant Fusion got hit. You know what that means to me? All the wannabe prank kit players are done playing prank kits. That's more prank kits for us to play. I'm just telling you guys, like, we're getting more support. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen. So you can do whatever you want to do, but if you're not on the prank kits train before it ships away, your prank kits place is gonna be $120 minimum. I'm just throwing it out there, guys. I think prank kits is a great deck. We're definitely missing the purple guy, Fear. And there's another prank kit. There's an unknown prank kit. It could be a new Link. It could be a new Synchro. It could be a Link row. Something you don't even know about, but I do because I'm in the prank kits fold. Get in there, boys. Anyway, it's your boy V. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button. Comment down below. You Paisanos have a great day.